One of the most common occurrences that happens when growing the desert rose is that as soon as you get those flower buds starting to form, they fall off. So in this video, I'm going to share with you a pro tip on how to ensure that those flower buds actually develop and then open. Because growing desert rose, yes, they're beautiful for their caudex, their lustrous green foliage, but it's really all about the flowers. But before we get there, if you're looking for videos on how to, number one, create a thicker, more robust caudex, or how to prune your plant, or even how to propagate your plant, check the video description where you will find some really informative videos where I get very detailed on step-by-step how to grow your desert rose beautifully like this. I'm growing here in Westchester, Pennsylvania, zone 6B, 7A, and we're here in the middle of the summertime, and as you can see, flower buds are just getting started on my plants. I've been growing them out in the full, beautiful sunlight, allowing them to get the natural rainfall all summer long, and I plan to keep them outside as long as the night temperatures are above around 42 to 45 degrees Fahrenheit. And while our plants absolutely love and adore the full hot sun and lots of moisture during that rapid growing period in the summertime, when they start to produce the flower buds, that is your cue. Take them out of the area where they potentially receive rainfall. So for me, that means moving my plants where they were getting that full sun and that regular rainfall over to this area that is definitely a little bit more shaded. They're still gonna get a couple of hours of morning sunlight, but most importantly, they're protected from the rain from the eaves above these plants. Now, I'm not exactly sure the biological reasons why this is so effective, but our top desert rose grower at our greenhouse facilities told us that when he sees the flower buds forming, he starts to really restrict the water intake on our plants. For some reason, the excess water ends up making the plant feel a little bit too comfortable rather than providing that stress response that allows for the flowers to open. So for me, I keep them over here out of the rain and I really let them get quite dry. Now the flowers can take a few weeks, even a month or more from start to open. So it can be a little bit, make you feel a little bit nervous, but that's what this video is for. I'm going to show you guys what you can expect to see throughout that period of time so that you'll know exactly what to expect. Now my flower buds started to form about a week ago, so I've moved them over to this area and we're going to continue to monitor them as they develop and plump up before they create that wonderful floral display. All right, let's take a look to see how the flower buds are plumping up. We did have a pretty crazy storm last night. The foliage did get a little bit wet, but the soil is still nice and dry, which is exactly what we want. So here you can see the flower buds are taking on much more color. More and more are arriving all the time. So it's looking great. You will definitely have some that don't make it. You can see that little brown guy right there. That's okay. But as long as the majority stay intact, then that is perfect. So these plants are on my back deck, and now let's take a look at the one on my front porch to see how it's doing. And as you can see, this one is also totally nice and dry, and those flower buds are plumping up absolutely beautifully. Should be maybe 2 more weeks before they open up. So it's definitely a slow process, but it's well worth the wait. All right, well, let's go take a look at the first desert rose that have started to bloom. So beautiful. That is what we love about them. You can see, oh man, it's basking in this hot sun. Some gorgeous flowers, just getting started. All of the other plants are still budding up beautifully, but this was the first to start the show. All right, so now let's take a look at the second desert rose, which has just started to bloom. This one is a double flowered variety, which the flowers are looking oh so delightful. But one thing you'll definitely want to take notice is that the double flowered varieties are a little bit more challenging to get to flower than the single flowered varieties. So if you typically get, a dozen or so flowers on your single flowered varieties, the double ones might have just a third of that quantity of flowers that will actually come to open. This one, while I have like 1, 2, 3, 4 probably that will end up opening. It definitely lost a number of flower buds, even with my protocol of keeping them dry. But that's really all that you can do. But regardless, having a few of these flowers on the plant blooming, it's worth all of the effort. And the flowers stay looking beautiful on the plant for quite a long time, which is really lovely. I can expect at least maybe 2 full weeks of these flowers to stay on, and hopefully the rest will open up. We'll see in due time. But anyways, I hope you found this video helpful, give you a little bit of insight on how to help ensure your Adenium Desert Rose flowers actually open up rather than falling off before the flower buds have an opportunity to open. If you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget we have tons of other videos all about growing plants, including a few on our lovely desert rose plants as well. Anyways, thanks for joining me here on Plant Vibrations. I'll catch you next time. Ciao.